Yo, what is up you guys, this is Godson, welcome back. Today you guys, we're checking out the newest sneak peek for Clash of Clans. I got my 3 Peckinators coming in and they're gonna chop stuff down, especially this queen over here. Hey, she's gonna get chopped, and I'm gonna throw my skeleton spell over. I could do it there, but why don't we do it over here? Ah, yes, skeleton spells are coming out. So as you can see, these things chop pretty fast. Now, this isn't very it's not very lackluster. It is lackluster actually, because we're just having the skeletons pop out of the ground just like a witch would produce. However, there is tons more skeletons that come out of the ground if you do the spell. Now, some might think, well, you know, that's kind of a waste of a spell if you do that. Aha! But I think now we are able to check traps and stuff. I'm thinking in the long term, we could use spells now, since, you know, the troops are coming out of it, to trigger the traps. And I think that's what the intention was for these spells. I think these were to decoy and to trigger traps. I think that's the intention that Supercell had in mind when they created this spell. Not really sure, but I mean, even so, combining these with witches, I think will be pretty strong. I don't know, you guys, we'll just have to see what type of combinations we could do with this spell. But I'm going to show you guys some gameplay and some applicable uses with this spell. Oh, here we go. In another gameplay. So let's get to the next gameplay where I'm using it. Okay, you guys, so I have, I'm going to use a healer and see if I can heal these things. How about we go up to the, we can do the top up here. Okay, so I want to see if the healer actually targets these things, because I know the healer doesn't target everything. Oh, okay, it does. We got holy skeletons. Yeah. Run, guys, run. Now, I can't even count how many that is. It looks like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Dang, too many to count. Boy, they're taking down that queen. Okay, so, I mean, you really can't expect these guys to do too much by themselves, especially if they get splashed by a mortar or a wizard tower. But I think, like I mentioned earlier, these dudes will be really good for triggering traps and even heroes. I think, look at this, look how fast they can take down this level 10 with just one spell too. As long as this guy is out there not getting any support, I think they can do it. Okay, you guys, so I'm trying to think of other applications that we could use these skeleton spells for, because I'm thinking, okay, if I was to use these guys seriously in a match, then I would just do nothing but mass witches and have tons of these skeleton spells coming out to help them just overrun the place. Because I believe, oh, you know, actually that's another thing. Maybe we can freeze the mortar or whatever is surrounding the, not the mortar, but the Eagle Artillery. Freeze the Eagle Artillery and just drop 2 of these and they'll take that thing out super fast. You know, I got it, you guys. That's what we'll use it for. People will use this to get rid of this Eagle Artillery stuff. But I'm gonna save that for another video. I'm gonna try this out. For now, we're doing the holy skeletons, seeing how these guys do. 1 troop, and the rest are spells. I don't know if this is considered troops in the game. We'll see when the game's over. Watch. When it's ended, we'll see if it's only 1 healer and spells, or if it's skeletons also. Oh, great. Okay, so 1 healer and 4 spells. Okay, you guys. Great. Okay, you guys. So yeah, I mentioned the best application I can think of for this would be all witches and nothing but skeleton spells. I think that might be something interesting to try, because the witches, honestly, you know, they said they were gonna buff them in Clash Royale. I think that's what I heard. They were gonna buff them in Clash Royale because not a lot of people are using them. So I would kind of like to see that here in Clash of Clans. I think a lot of people aren't using them either. Maybe it's because they walk too close to the weapons and they get shot down pretty fast. But I'm sure having these backup spells might help them out. We'll have to see, you guys. I'm interested to know. Maybe you can put your comments in there. Tell me how you would use these troops. My thoughts were using them to trigger mega bombs and traps, and maybe using a freeze spell against wizard towers or whatever, so that you can deploy these right next to an Eagle Artillery and take that thing out. You know, and I believe these are dark spells. We really can't show the stats. Supercell doesn't want us to show the stats because they will change when the update's released. So none of these stuff that you will see or the stats that we have will be official. So we'll just have to wait until the game's released live for us to get all the stats and everything. But I believe you can house these as 11, since these are a dark spell. So you can have 11 skeleton traps, skeleton spawner spells that are coming out, and then I'm pretty sure you can overrun the place with these guys. Whoa, perfect. See that? Look at that, they took everything out. Okay, you guys, so yeah, like I mentioned, put in the comment box what you think any other applications you can see this. Maybe, you know, it might be a dead trap and they'll have to buff it, or figure out some other way to use these, or maybe they might be really strong and people are going to use them. Who knows? It always changes when people grab this, and when it goes live, there's always somebody creating a really creative way to use spells and troops. Okay, you guys, so we're almost done here. We're about to 3-star this thing. This guy is getting blasted, and we got tons of skeletons running everywhere. I actually like this because I can't think of any other, you know, troop that we could have had to trigger traps, and I believe that's what it is, a trap spell to trigger those things out. Ah, here we go. One more. We got that cannon over there. Okay, you guys. So that is that. Thank you guys for watching. This is Godson, and I will see you next time. Godson out.